but I really like this song.
Well, the first version I ever heard was Gary Parker, and then I heard Simon and Garfunkel after. But anyway, have a good morning. Good luck. Stay safe. Have a great weekend.
Thanks, Jerry.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Good morning. To who am I speaking?
It's Rob from Salem.
Hey, Rob. Calling in on the beginning of the show.
Yeah,
Mixing it up. That's all right.
We like
I'm
that.
trying, and I'll have to go with Lynn today.
Yay, Rob.
Why? Because you're a rock?
No, no.
No, he likes
No
me
way.
better. I keep trying to explain this to you.
I didn't know that song, Stephen, and just...
Yeah, and I
I
figured,
almost
and,
fell
and I
asleep.
figured, I prefaced that because I figured a lot of people didn't know the song, because mainstream radio didn't play it unless you had the album or you listened to some station that plays album stuff. You never heard the song. It's a really great song.
Yeah, well, I have no faith.
Yeah, you think sauce is gravy? Yeah, I know. I'm aware of that.
Anyway,
Anyway,
this week has been wonderful listening with the nostalgia, talking about the homes you grew up in. And,
Oh, good.
and I can remember the house I grew up in was 4 rooms, 2 bedrooms, living room and a kitchen, 1 bath, 3 boys in 1 bedroom.
huh?
We had a light bulb in the center of the ceiling. It was the only electricity we had in our bedroom.
Was this in Salem, Rob?
No. And we had an ice scraper right next to one of the beds, and we would scrape the window to look out in the winter time.
Oh, gee.
Wow. Did you have the newspaper underneath the wooden windows to try to keep the cold out? You did that insulation
We had
thing?
towels. We had towels.
Okay.
Towels.
And we tried to put posters to insulate the walls in our bedroom.
So you were the rich people in your block.
That was quite interesting, let me tell you. But, it was a dead-end street, 9 houses. Everybody knew everybody. And for like 20 years, at least every 2 years, there was somebody graduating from high school out of those houses. And it was a neighborhood. Everybody knew
And
everybody.
where was this place?
You broke up when you said the town.
Wakefield.
Wakefield. Okay.
And, we were out playing. Mrs. Kelly said, go get a coat on. You'd go get a coat. Today, I think the kids would flip off the woman if she said, go get a coat.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
It's just not, you play hide and seek, and the entire street was the place to hide.
Yeah.
Oh,
was-
exactly.
Yeah, and you knew your neighbors. You could go over and borrow a screwdriver from the next door neighbor and, not feel strange about it. I mean, Father and I have been in this house 8 years on a dead end, 25 houses. We know 2 neighbors.
Yeah.
And it's so bizarre. I would be out doing the flowers and stuff, and people would walk by and literally just walk by.
Yeah.
It's just, I miss that. I miss that community and that friendship that you have with the neighbors. And,
Yeah, I know. I felt it. Well, I grew up in Michigan, and it was very much like that. And everybody was friendly. I mean, even if you saw someone on the street you didn't know, you'd be like, "Hi, how you doing?" And when we moved to Massachusetts,
That changed.
I was 13, and I was like, "These people are weird." I mean, nobody wanted to talk to anybody, and so I thought it was more just New England versus a small town in Michigan. But
If you moved to my neighborhood, I would have talked to you.
While he was at the swamp.
You might not. I don't want to hear what I had to say. But I would have talked to you.
But it is funny how I think most of us grew up sharing rooms and stuff, and it's unheard of now. Why can't? Why? I mean, what happened, Rob? What changed that kids got so entitled that they have to have their own room, their own bathroom, a TV in their room, their own phone?
I'll tell you what changed. I'm going to define it in one thought here.
Okay.
Everybody wanted their kids to have a better life than they had, and in the course of doing so, they screwed them up.
Well, my parents weren't like
I
that. They
agree.
didn't care.
Well, and growing up, we had it better than my parents had it. They didn't even have a bathroom in their house in the
I
in the
agree.
North End.
What the
Yeah, I
parents
agree.
missed is that those experiences are what
Molded
molded them. It made them the people that they were, and they took that away from their kids. It's and that I'm not saying all kids. There's certainly a lot of great kids out there.
Yeah.
We've heard little Liam come on this show, and he's a great
fantastic.
kid. I don't think they get any better than that kid. And then this is they're out there, but
So are you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, I don't know. It's just, things are just so different.
They are.
It's just so different. And, I mean, even the wife has said to me, if we ever move, we need 2 bathrooms and a garage. I'm like, okay. That's all she can. 2 bathrooms and a garage. I can never go back to 1 bathroom.
No, I know. I'm like, I think everyone should have their own bathroom. Like, okay, you have 3 people in the house, you have 3 bathrooms. I mean, it doesn't work out that way, but it would be nice.
Right. Yeah, sometimes it does.
Yeah.
But
All I would care about is the garage and have a bedroom off to the side.
Yeah,
Yeah, he would live in the garage.
Oh yeah.
I had a friend that had 5 daughters, and by the time the youngest left, he had 5 bathrooms in the house, and the 5th bathroom had
God.
and that was his. And he used to have a key around his wrist, so nobody could get to that bathroom but him.
Oh, that's funny.
So
Thanks for that
That was a
idea. I
unique
kind of
house.
like that.
yeah, 5 girls, 5 bathrooms.
Wow.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but he had his own. He had his own damn bathroom.
Private bathroom.
Gary, I'm going to email you this weekend about the Christmas thing, so we can try to find it and get some plans going for that.
that's Lynn's thing. So
That's okay. You can email.
Well, I don't have Lynn's email.
Well, that's
so
all right. I'll
email
forward
you
it to her.
Yeah.
Would you do that?
Forward it.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's gonna do that. He's
Or
gonna
I'll-
forward it to you.
Enjoy,
How nice is that?
If he actually
Enjoy
remembers,
the
Rob.
weekend and have a wonderful parade.
Thank you, Rob.
Thank
All right.
you.
Hey, thank you, Rob.
Yeah, guys.
We're late for a break.
late for a break. We'll be right back.
Have a great.
The best variety of music. ON 1240.
At Dean Bank, their focus is on helping their customers achieve financial success. Dean Bank is a full-service bank, so they're able to deliver solutions that solve financial problems of all shapes and sizes. And as your neighbor, it's their mission to make a positive impact within the communities where they live and work. Dean Bank offers scholarships to students from participating schools, sponsor local charitable organizations, and more. Visit one of their local Blackstone Valley branches in Bellingham and Blackstone today, or find us online at deanbank.com. Dean Bank, it's my bank.
I have been having breakfast at Betty's Donuts. There are no donuts. At 3 Main Street, Blackstone, in the old Park and Shop Plaza for a couple of years now. I was delighted to find a place closer to home that could properly cook bacon and eggs, and to be able to have it from 4 a.m., 5 a.m. on Sundays, to 1 p.m. was even better. It was only recently I discovered her talents extended to the lunch menu, weekdays only, where she offers free dessert. Betty's Donuts, there are no donuts, does, however, have delicious pastries and serves fresh baked bread with meals upon request while they last. Betty's Donuts, there are no donuts, has been in business for 42 years. Amanda has passionately taken up where her Aunt Betty left off. Dine in or order out by calling 508-883-3472 and help her decide whether to bring donuts back. Betty's, where love is the secret ingredient.
Hi, this is Steve Peluso, owner of Peluso Precision Automotive in Mendon. Since 2017, Peluso Precision Automotive has been your destination for auto care, transmissions, and general classic car repair. I've had a passion for classic cars since I was born, and I started hanging around a gas station when I was 7 years old. Plus, I have more than 40 years of experience repairing the classics. So if you have a 53 Bel Air or a 67 Mustang or a 71 Dodge and it needs servicing, bring it to Peluso Precision Automotive, 93 Blackstone Street in Mendon. Peluso Precision Automotive is your vintage car specialist, so give us a call at 508-478-8900. And remember the number, it's 508-478-8900.
All right, we are back and getting right to the calls. Good morning. To my speaking.
Good morning, gang. Dave from North Providence.
Hey, Dave!
Good morning.
Great songs today. I'm going to go with Lynn's song today.
Thank you, Dave.
You're welcome.
So
And,
you're familiar with the Keep the Customer Satisfied.
Wait.
No, I mean, you're familiar with the song.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, that's all I meant to say.
Okay. On my question yesterday about Abbott and Costello meet Frankenstein, I said the two actors played those roles for the last time in that movie. And I think Moose got one of them right, was Lon Chaney Jr. It was the last time he played the Larry Talbot Wolfman ever. The other actor was Glenn Strange, who Eddie mentioned as the Frankenstein monster. That was the last time he ever played the Frankenstein monster in the.
I misunderstood your question. I thought it was the last time they ever appeared, period, on anything.
Oh no,
So,
no,
okay.
no! It's the last time they played the characters. And I have another question about that movie. As we mentioned, Glenn Strange played the monster, but there was an accident on the set where Glenn Strange tripped over some wires and broke his ankle, and somebody else had to sub in for his character. Who was it?
Mm-hmm. Who was it?
I don't know.
You don't have to know, Gary. We
Well,
can.
he'll-
Oh, we'll leave it out there.
Yeah.
He didn't want you to blurt.
Yeah. We don't want no blurt Friday.
Yeah.
Dave allows us to blurt
I love blurts.
He loves blurt. He loves blurting.
because blurting means you didn't look it up.
He's a
Right.
Oh, that's
he's
true.
a blurt-free caller.
All right.
All right, guys. Well, listen. If I don't hear anything at the end of the show, I'll call in with the answer. If not, have a great weekend.
Thanks,
Okay.
Dave.
You
Dave.
too, Dave.
Bye, folks.
I wanted to mention something. 'Cause every morning when I come in here, I'm reminded that I did not mention this, but R&D Seafood, as the gentleman that ran that business that I go by every day when I come here, they both retired, and I just wanted to give a shout out to those guys. They were absolutely wonderful. They were engaging, funny, happy to see you when you walked in.
Unlike you.
And just see if you can
New
just.
customer service.
I'm gonna. Can I shut his mic off? I
It
think I
won't
can shut-
work.
No. But anyway, I just I miss him terribly. I mean, I always stop there and got my $45 can of crab meat, and I have one left in the refrigerator that I'm hoarding, and I don't know. I could
How do you
see how long I
Yeah,
can
but
hang on to
you
it.
must be able to get it somewhere else.
Well, and I asked them, and they're like, you had to go to like Johnston, Rhode Island, to get another place that they knew for sure had it. But I'll find it somewhere. But
Can you call the company?
No, but it was just nice to have someone that knew customer
yeah.
service and treats you like a
we had
friend.
this, I'd go in there and I'd get this little bag of stuff, and he was, would you like me to carry that out for you?
Well, they know
And I-
when they see it.
I always told him, I said, one of these days I'm going to make you do it. And the last day I made him do it.
You did
What's
not.
going on in the building? Did they sell the property?
Somebody bought the property and that used to be a car dealership.
That was
as you-
Siegel, the original
Yeah,
home of
yep.
Siegel Oldsmobile.
But somebody bought the property, and I don't see anything happening there. But they are not going to continue the business, so
That's too bad.
which is too bad. It was a great store. I mean, for a fish store, I'll tell you,
Should
it
have
was.
taken it over.
It was so clean, and
Yeah.
those guys were so accommodating. I'm going to miss them. Anyway, getting to the calls. Good morning. To my speaking.
Paul from Pawtucket.
Hey!
Hi, Paul.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
I'm going to go with, continuing your story there, Gary. Yeah, another iconic place closes. Last week, there's an old-fashioned hardware store in Pawtucket on Central Avenue called Tessier's. I went in there last week, and I got at least a half dozen items.
that took time for the guy to find. And that guy waited on me for at least 15 minutes. Just me alone, no one else. Other people were coming in. There were other people who wait on them. But tried doing that at the Home Depot. And these were all particular items. And it wasn't a big sale. It came to $23. Rope and springs for a ladder, a certain boat, Loctite, that sort of thing. But, wow.
And it all fits in with keep the customer satisfied.
That's right.
Yes, it does.
And those hardware stores are great if you can find one.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You have to walk sideways in this one. There's so much stuff in there. It's unbelievable. You need your screens fixed, the windows. They've got it. Grass seed, lawnmowers.
I've tried walking sideways. It doesn't seem to help.
I wonder why.
Either way, right? Yeah.
I figured I'd throw that in there before Steve did.
I wasn't going there. I promise.
Actually, it makes it worse.
That's true, Eddie.
What year was I Am a Rock? What year did that come out?
1965.
Okay. All right. I did. That brought me back to the days working at Hasbro, 4 to 10. 90% of us were high school kids.
Oh.
The other 10% were moms, supplementing the income at home. So the radio, as I've said before, the radios were always on, and all the top 40 songs were being played, and all those songs that we go over every day on that program. Bathrooms. Well, we had one in the 8-room Colonial in Pawtucket, a 150-year-old house. And I was talking to a friend of mine down at the camp this summer. She grew up in a 3-decker in Fox Point in Providence. One bathroom on the first floor for the 3-decker, and it was all the same family on each floor. All members of that family. And she would have to call ahead to let them know I'm going to need the bathroom when I get there.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Okay, I got a little story here. The owner of a bar is just locking up when there's a ring at the doorbell. He opens up the door, and there's a snail sitting there. What do you want? Asked the owner of the bar. I want a drink, says the snail. Go away, we're closed, and we don't serve snails. The snail begs and pleads for a drink. The owner, now fed up with the sniveling snail, kicks him and slams the door shut. 1 year later, the owner's locking up the bar. When the doorbell rings and he opens the door, he looks down and he sees the snail. What'd you do that for? Asked the snail.
Oh, jeez.
I missed the punchline because you guys were laughing.
What'd
No.
you do that for?
A year
said
later.
the
A year later.
Oh.
Because I heard it. I heard it told that. What the hell was that?
I figured that's where that was going, but
Catch
What
up.
was your vote, Paul?
Did I actually hear Gary chuckle?
Yeah.
Or am I dreaming? Oh,
Maybe.
Paul,
Okay.
what's your vote?
I Am a Rock.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. I'll be listening.
Okay, Paul.
all right, very good. We got to go to a break. We'll be right back.
Broadcasting live and local, daily from the Navigant Credit Union broadcast studio at the corner of Park Avenue and Kennedy Street. This is WOON, Woonsocket Radio, ON, AM, and FM.
The highest quality roast beef is served daily at the Beef Barn. Plus, they serve smoky and delicious pastrami, a Beef Barn favorite, and quarter-pound cheeseburgers with rich, delicious beef flavor, and so much more. You can view the entire Beef Barn menu by going online to thebeefbarn.com. You can even order for delivery from their website. The Beef Barn has 2 locations, 200 Industrial Drive, North Smithfield, and 160 Pulaski Boulevard, Bellingham. The Beef Barn.
Get hands-on with our creative crafts and learn how to create beautiful charcuterie bouquets that will wow your friends and family at the Honey Shop Academy, in the same building as the famous Honey Shop store next to Navigant Credit Union on Park Avenue. Did you ever want to learn about foraging for mushroom hunting? Our expert instructors will guide you through the wonders of nature, dive into the fascinating world of beekeeping, herbal medicine, permaculture, and so much more. With our horticultural gardening methods, you'll cultivate the skills to grow a thriving garden right at home. Don't miss out on this opportunity to enrich your life. Make new friends and explore your passions. Call the Honey Shop Academy today at the Honey Shop. Today, 401-766-1488 to learn about our upcoming classes or to schedule your own private group session at the Honey Shop Academy at the Honey Shop store.
This ONAM and FM forecast brought to you by Design Wood Floors in Blackstone. Design Wood Floors is dedicated to the fine art of designing and installing unique wood floors. For questions or ideas about wood floors, call Design Wood Floors at 617-967-4071.
Sunny skies today with a high of 67 degrees and a breeze from the west. Tonight, mostly clear skies, overnight low of 51. Saturday's weather, sunshine and 70 degrees. Sunday, some clouds coming in, a chance of a shower late in the day, mostly cloudy, high near 58. Columbus Day Monday, a shower or two early in the morning, mostly cloudy skies, 63. Tuesday, sunshine and 55. Wednesday, sunshine and 54. And Thursday, sunshine and 58 degrees.
All right, we are back, and good.
You know how to do that?
Good morning. To whom am I speaking?
Good Friday morning. Do you?
And there's the Moose Man.
Yeah, boys and girls, having fun. Simon and Garfunkel. I'm a rock. Not a bad choice, though, Steve. I've never heard that song before.
Come on, I'm really surprised.
I've certainly heard it.
I've never heard that song before.
It's
but
a
I
great
like
song.
Because I like the way they harmonize. I just like Simon and Garfunkel. They're really good.
That's why I picked Simon and Garfunkel, so I could do that song. And I figured a lot
Yeah,
of people
you
haven't
might
heard it.
Or Lynn yourself may be like faking it. I kind of like that song. They don't play it that often. Faking it. You know that song?
Yep.
Faking
I
it?
haven't heard it in a long time.
Good song. Or The Boxer. That's a good song by them. And of course a few others, but and A Hazy Shade of Winter.
Yep.
That's another good song
yeah,
by
that
them.
is. Yeah.
But, go back to 71 just for a moment. There's a lot of songs you can choose from 71. A lot of songs.
We did.
And just my imagination. That was such a nice song by Temps. Do you know what I mean? Lee Michaels. Signs, which you played many times. Saying,
Five-man electrical band.
She's a lady. That's a great song by Tom Jones.
Oh, we could have done another week of 71 hits.
Well, maybe we
If
will.
you could read my mind.
Yes.
That's a great song.
I thought that was
What
70.
you see is what you get.
The
Another
Dramatics.
good song. One Less Bell to Answer. The theme from Shaft. All 1971.
Yeah.
But there's one artist the only artist to have 3 songs in the top 100 in 1971. Can you tell me who it is? And they all came in the 30s, the top 100.
Well, the Bee Gees had 2, I think.
Yep. The only one.
The Three Dog Night had 2. They had Joy to the World.
That's the one I was looking for at 2. There's 2. There's one artist that had 3 or 1.5.
No, I'm going down the list here in my
Thinking of
mind.
the list. I looked at the list and I can't think of it.
Yeah, I can't.
I'm going to ask another question, and time is really flying by this hour with the callers and everything and what you guys got to talk about. Steve, that was very nice of you coming up this morning. It's 6 hours driving going to the studio. What a trooper you are.
Oh, it was only 4.
Only 4.
Only 4, whatever.
Well,
Get
he
up at
missed
3:30
me.
in the morning and drive down here. You bet. So anyway, I had another question for you. This happened in '56. Police in Cleveland enforced this ordinance that barred people under the age of 18 unless they were accompanied by a parent. They barred people under 18 for what? For what? Unless they were accompanied by an adult. That's one question. And here's a Grammy Award thing at the 1980 Grammys. Doobie Brothers, What a Fool Believes, it wins for the best record and the best song of the year, while this singer wins for the best album and best male performance of the year. What singer? Best album and best male performance of the Year at the 1980 Grammys, so naturally referring to 79. So there's a couple of questions you got for that, and I got a Gene Pitney for you, Fast Eddie.
Mm-hmm.
What was it he heard? He cracked the top 40 with this single. His first one. What was it? Really didn't do all that much. I'm surprised. But then, of course, he took off with a couple other songs that really launched his career. Mm-hmm. So you got a few questions on board. Hopefully we can get back into the programming before the end of the show, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.
Okay, Moose.
Bye.
All right, I was going to do this while he was on the phone, but I'll ask this Beatles trivia question. In 1988, when the Beatles were inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, George Harrison said, and I quote, "There were only two real fifth Beatles." Whom did he mention?
I know one of them.
Do you? You think you do?
I think I do.
I think I know about him.
Probably do.
It's only a guess.
I'll bet neither one of you know. What is your guess?
One's Brian Epstein.
No.
No?
What's
Billy
your
Preston.
guess?
Billy Preston.
No.
Really?
All right, we're done with you guys.
Your mother.
And let's
Trebek.
get... Good morning. To who am I speaking?
Ed Sullivan.
Good morning, crew. This is Davey
Hi.
Good morning, Davey.
from Woonsocket.
Hey?
Tom and Jerry this morning, huh?
Yep,
And that was their original name.
that's correct.
Paul Simon, he was a musical genius and still is. He didn't die yet. I mean, he wrote just about all the
You didn't
songs.
die yet. You keep hoping, Wavy.
And his partner, Art Garfunkel, his thing was his voice. He was a tenor. I think he had perfect pitch. It was told. I mean, but they were. I'm going to vote for. They're both good songs. I had never heard that song that Steve played, but it was good. And you hear that it's like folk, but then rock. Kind of a.
The horns are what does it for me.
Yeah, they had so many songs, and then you continue after they broke up. Paul Simon on his own had plenty of songs, but I'm going to vote for a Lynn song this morning.
Boo.
And oh yeah, I wanted to agree with Gary on that R&D seafood place. I used to go in there all the time, and those guys there, like Gary described them, they were always so nice, and they just, I noticed that whenever I'd go in. It wasn't really often, but when I did need fish or something, seafood. So I wanted to agree with him on that. And also, you were talking about kids today and all that. And I don't blame the parents or the kids, but I just blame modernity, I guess you'd call it, or progress. And that doesn't mean just the internet, but all the things that make today. In other words, my parents tell me stories of how they grew up. I raised my kids. Now I'm seeing them raising kids, So I just see as time goes on, I mean, it's just, I blame, what would you call that, progress or in the world, and all the new inventions.
I think the concern is where does it stop? Where does it end? Where does it revert back to, common sense?
I don't think it will ever go back. It's always going to go forward like it's going, and it'll just get worse and worse. I mean, it's just a sad thing to face, but it's just the way it's going.
A lot of
I don't
isolation, yeah.
blame the world in which we live in this time. 2025 we're going into, and a lot of people like myself, we think we're near the end. So I don't know other people that do. Now I don't want to get into the whole religious thing, but definitely seeing all these things happening, and we're heading toward the end. So now
I'm on the same page with you.
On that happy note.
I didn't want to bring everybody down on that one, but so I did say who I was going to vote for, right?
Yes.
I'm voting for Lynn's
Thank
song. I'm a great song. You can go through their catalog though, and there's so many great songs. And I like that song that Steve played. I had never heard it.
You never heard the album Bridge Over Troubled Water?
not the whole album. So, I've heard Bridge Over Troubled Water, that song.
Yeah.
All their hit songs. Gary, you asked who. George Harrison said these are the only two true. Did you guessed George Martin already, right?
No, but he's not one of them either.
He's not one of them either.
Nobody's going to get this.
If it's not George Martin and the fifth Beatle, I mean, you had Pete Best who played the drums for a little while.
I will give you a little hint. Neither one of them actually performed with them.
Neither one. Well, George Martin, Brian Epstein, they never performed with them either.
No.
But
Yes, they did.
I don't have any other guess, but George Martin, in my opinion, was the fifth Beatle. He was the fifth. Not Brian Epstein, not Pete Best, not,
George Martin.
what's the other, Billy Preston, none of them. George Martin was, and, he was the fifth Beatle. Definitely. That's my opinion. But it isn't the answer. It isn't what George Harrison thought, right? Okay, I'm going to keep listening. Oh, by the way, I'm not complaining, but you got to figure out some way to answer the phones in the order, that they call. I've been online, but I just listen still with the phone to my ear, and I know that you're gonna, But I called after the first break, which was a little late, after Dave from Cumberland, I believe, called. I've been on the line since then. And I heard, 4 or 5 different callers, like the last one being Moose, I think. Paul from Pawtucket, Rob.
Dave's from North Providence.
Well, this is that. I'll take I'll take all the blame for that. There's 2 lines here.
I know you've always had that problem, and like I said, I'm not complaining because I don't mind waiting online, as much as any other people might
I
think,
cannot always remember which
You got to figure some little trick to know which.
Well, there isn't. So
You're lucky to get your phone call taken.
Around here, yeah.
No.
So this is Autumn Fest weekend, right?
It is, and Steve and I will be there from 3 to 6 on Sunday. Eddie and Marie, weather permitting, will be there from 6 to 9. And
we're supposed to be in the parade.
Looks great. It looks fantastic. I think last year it rained, and we've had rain.
Well, the weather is always a threat. It's, like Dave Richards said, the rain is a Autumn Fest tradition. So hopefully we'll forego the tradition this year and have a dry weekend. But who knows? But anyway, thank you very much.
Okay, have a great weekend. Bye-bye.
I got two write-in votes from Randolph, and
Shocker.
Guess who they're voting for?
You.
Woohoo!
All right, hey, we'll be right back.
Bye, people.
OM 1240.
Every once in a while, you meet a businessman that you just can't wait to do business with. Steve Peluso of Peluso Precision Automotive at 93 Blackstone Street in Mendon, Mass. is such a man. He specializes in mechanical repairs of vintage and classic cars. And if you don't have one, you'll want to have one just to share the experience with Steve. Maybe you had one in the past, never had a resource like Peluso Precision Automotive to keep it running and chase down parts for you, but now you do. Stop in and see Steve, and Steve will steer you in the right direction. Call Peluso Precision Automotive at 508-478-8900. That's 508-478-8900.
This ONAM and FM forecast brought to you by Lewis Michaels Coins and Jewelry, 325 Main Street in Woonsocket next to the Stadium Theater. They're open Monday through Friday, 10:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Extended hours on Wednesdays and Saturdays by appointment. Lewis Michaels Coins and Jewelry.
Sunny skies today with a high of 67 degrees and a breeze from the west. Tonight, mostly clear skies, overnight low of 51. Saturday's weather, sunshine and 70 degrees. Sunday, some clouds coming in, a chance of a shower late in the day, mostly cloudy, high near 58. Columbus Day Monday, a shower or two early in the morning, mostly cloudy skies, 63. Tuesday, sunshine and 55. Wednesday, sunshine and 54. And Thursday, sunshine and 58 degrees.
It's Imperial Cars Anything for Trade sales event, our biggest event of the year. Shop over 2,000 new and used vehicles in our huge inventory. Finance rates as low as 0% and discounts up to 15% off MSRP. Clean out your attic, basement, or garage and use it for your down payment. Trade in your unwanted or outdated jewelry, gold, Rolex watches, diamonds, flatware, and rare coins. We'll even take campers, jet ski, motorcycles, bikes, and appliances too. Click ImperialCars.com to shop our entire inventory.
All right, we're back, and let's get right to the calls.
Audio, video.
Good morning. To whom am I speaking?
Good morning. It's Mr. Patience.
Hey, Mr. Patience. Not to be confused with Wavy Davy, who's not wavy anymore.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
Well, thank you for hanging
Yeah,
on.
you always get pooned, Bobby.
Yeah, I know. It's just before the, just like Sheila, just before the break.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's all good. As much as I like keep the customer satisfied, since that's what I do 8 hours a day,
Yeah.
I'm going with Lynn's song.
Thank you.
But you knew the song.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Good.
Most of my customers are a pain in the tuchus.
I understand.
They all want their delivery to be first, even though they're 5 towns away.
Yeah. And I
have
understood
customers-
that Yiddish word you used.
Well, I'm trying to keep it clean.
Yes, we have to.
Always keep your tuchus clean.
Oh, yeah. I have customers that don't know how to write a check. They say, well, can you help me fill this out?
No!
Oh,
It's like, seriously, you own a business and you don't know how to write a...
Yeah, I'll fill it out. Give me another check and you'll make it out to you.
And I'll put
I'm
in
used-
the amount, too.
I'm used to it. It's just never ending. Trivia question.
Okay.
The Dutch gentleman, Lou Ottens, or Otens, however you want to pronounce the name, created something that helped the music industry in 1963.
What was the name again?
Lou Ottens, O-T-T-E-N-S.
Okay. Spelling it doesn't help, but that's all right.
Worked at a Dutch company. Look.
In 1963, invented
Yep.
something that helped the music industry.
Yep, sure did. Everyone had to have them by the 70s. That gives it away.
Something about a synthesizer?
Nope.
Headphones?
Nope. You're in the ballpark. No one will get this. This is something that popped up on my feed this morning. I thought, wow, that's really cool.
Interesting.
I replaced all my 8-tracks with these. How about that?
Cassettes.
There you go.
Oh, okay. See, I thought that was going to be too obvious, so I didn't say cassettes. But yeah, that's it.
In 1979, I bought the first car that I paid more than $100 for. It was a 79 LTD Landau, and it still had a factory 8-track in it. Just the end of it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. He worked for a company, a Dutch company called Hazlitt, owned by Philips. So, and apparently cassette means little box in French.
Oh.
I can see that.
It's
a
a
cassette, yeah.
And Moose touched on something yesterday. You were talking about how kids never do anything anymore, and he touched on that's because they have their nose buried in their phone or their iPad. And I think the internet or has destroyed part of society because no one knows how to write a letter anymore.
Well, they don't even know how to
cursive
write.
in school.
They, they'll send a TY for thank you, and it's just it's a lost art. No one knows how to talk. No one knows how to write.
Well, no, now you have AI that can write everything for you, too, so it's even worse.
Oh, I'm waiting for the Elon Musk robots to come out, and they say, well, how will we stop these? And it's like, easy, spray them with water.
And people today can't talk on the phone. They have to text. You can't actually have a phone conversation.
Exactly. So that is it for right now, guys.
Thanks,
All right, very good.
All right.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Good morning. To whom am I speaking?
Hi, this is Marie.
Hi, Marie.
The new mama.
Hi, Lynn. Hi, Steve. Hi, Gary.
How's our little munchkin?
She's all done playing. She cleaned herself, and now she's sleeping on her favorite spot on the sofa. I guess I'm free time. Yay!
And she came from the Poconos?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I should have had you brought her.
Yeah, I could have picked her up at 4:00 this morning.
Exactly. Oh yeah, I'm sure they would have liked that.
I wonder how far she was from the Delaware Water Gap.
I don't know.
I think he said Scarberry. I'm not sure.
Okay, it wasn't Stroudsburg, was it? Because that's the next town.
Well, it would have been easier for him to find Steve than finding your house, I'm sure. All he had to do was open the windows and listen to that voice.
Yeah. But he was right on time. Noontime, he was here.
Excellent.
He did good.
Can't wait to meet her.
Oh, yeah, she's something else, I'll tell you. She's all over me. She's kissing me. She wants me to pet her.
Excellent.
I'm in another room. She meows.
Well, I think we have to. I think we have to give Eddie our cat because.
No.
So you each have one.
So you each
No, but she goes to Eddie too.
Oh, yeah,
she
she
really does. Yeah, she goes to both of us.
Good.
But she's eating very well. She's doing
Excellent. Excellent. Very good.
Excellent. All right, I'm voting for Lynn's song.
Thank you, Marie.
I never heard a Steve song before, so.
I'm really surprised that.
You know, and it doesn't matter if you never heard it before. You heard it today.
Yeah,
so.
but then if you're not familiar with the song, it's.
Oh, I don't know
you
about
have
that.
to be familiar.
Sometimes it takes a couple
You're
times.
just too familiar.
Yeah.
Yeah, stop getting so familiar, Steve.
All right, I'm gonna get dressed so I can go for my walk when Eddie comes home.
And then you're gonna go do your stores.
No, that's tomorrow.
You could get her. You could get her a little collar and a leash and take her with you.
Yeah.
No.
No.
You got shoelaces, don't you?
Shoelaces.
Oh, she's playing with shoelaces. Yes.
Now we had
She loves
we
playing
when we
with
picked up a
shoelaces.
cat. We didn't. I don't know why we didn't have a carrier, but we were driving home and it was a couple hours, right?
Yeah, Munson, Mass.
And we had to stop. We felt like the cat had to go to the bathroom. We're like, well, I can't just let him out. He might run away. So Gary took his shoelaces off, and we made a little collar and leash for him. So.
How cute is that?
Oh, I
But she's
miss my
doing
kittens.
well with the litter box, everything. I
That's
mean,
great.
I showed her right away, and she went right away yesterday. She wasn't eating, but I called the breeder. She says, put the bowl where she plays the most, which is in the living room. And she's been eating like crazy now, so she's doing good.
All right. Well, thank you, Marie.
All right.
See ya.
Okay, we'll talk to you soon.
Okay,
Bye.
bye.
Good morning. To whom am I speaking?
Hey guys, back at you. You did that with your shoelaces for the cat?
Yep.
I did.
That's so commendable. How nice is that? By the way, I'm sitting in lines for another cat. If you want to give it away, I love cats. Love them, love them, love them, love them.
Oh, me
death.
too. Me too. We used to have 6 at one time. We're down to 1. You know, we're not replacing them as they go, but we will eventually. I
We
think.
had 9 at one.
Did I tell you I love them? Anyway, you know, I didn't catch your question, Gary, about Harrison. And you're getting guesses on what? I don't even know what the original question was.
All right, I'm going to repeat it. In 1988, when the Beatles were inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, George Harrison said there were only 2 real fifth Beatles. Whom did he mention?
So Preston's been mentioned. That's wrong, right?
That's right.
Right. Epstein? No. George Martin, which was a good guess. But I'm going to take a shot and say this on one of them, because he did a lot of work with Harrison. Is he a musician?
I don't think so. I don't know for sure.
Oh,
It
my
doesn't,
goodness.
doesn't mention.
Oh, my goodness. Then he's talking about somebody, some kind of a producer or something. So I was going to say Eric Clapton before he stole George's girl. But, no, I guess that's not it, huh?
I'll tell you, one of them was the Beatles' public relation manager, and the other one was the band's road manager, who later became chief executive of Apple.
That the Beatle Man would know something like this. Whoever, wherever he is, where are you, Beatle Man? Gone forever, vanished. It's unbelievable. No, I have no idea. But I'm going to give you some answers. The artist who had 3 records in the top 100 in 1971, Carpenters.
Oh, yeah.
Superstar for all we know in rainy days and Mondays. And why did the police have that ordinance in Cleveland for no one under the age of 18 to do unless they were accompanied by an adult? Dancing in public. How's that?
Really?
What year was that? The 50s?
Actually, the ordinance was actually enforced in the early 30s. It was passed in the 30s, and it just came to stead in the mid 50s. So how about that? You can't dance in the public, guys.
That's crazy.
Can't do it. Can't do it. A Grammy Award.
Yeah.
At the 1980, the best male performance and the best album of the year went to. Any idea? It's a male.
George Michael. I don't know.
No. 19. No, Michael was much later. So this actually happened in '79.
No idea.
You love him, Gary. You love him.
Billy Joel.
Ding, 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 ding.
Ah.
Ding. What do you got to say about that?
Gary's favorite.
He's great. Billy
And
Joel's
he-
great.
And the album was 52nd Street.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's that. Gene Pitney's breakthrough single was I Want to Love My Life Away.
Oh, yeah.
That was his breakthrough hit. Listen, guys, you have a great weekend.
You
and,
too, Moose.
Thank you.
I don't know if you're going to the Autumn Fest. I think you're making an appearance somewhere. I heard it on the radio, but I'm not clear on it.
Steve and I will be there from 3 to 6, and the tent is the ON radio tent is usually right at the back of the where the seating
where
is
it
for
is.
the stage. So
Who's the feature? Who's the feature, Gary? Who's the featured group? You know, they have a Saturday night.
I heard him talking about it this morning. The one I'm hoping we get to hear is the Sons of
Skynyrd.
of Skynyrd.
Yeah.
Whoa. Yeah, okay. Hey, listen, I'll let you go. I'm sure you want to get cramp in another call.
All right.
But maybe you can give the answer about Harrison. Have a good weekend, everyone.
Thank you,
Bye-bye.
Moose. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Moose.
Good morning. To who am I speaking?
Good morning, folks. Dave from North Providence again. How are you?
Hello.
I'm going to take a guess at Moose's that question or your question about the fifth Beatle.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say maybe Stu Sutcliffe or Pete Best.
No. Neither
Really?
one.
Okay.
I'll
Has
give you.
anybody ever
They
heard
worked
of these
previously with the
people?
band.
No, I'll give you the answer. Derek Taylor and Neil Aspinall.
Don't know those people.
Okay. I've heard of Aspinall before.
So yeah, I have too.
Yeah.
At least it sounds familiar. But,
Yeah.
but Taylor was the Beatles' public relations manager, and Aspinall was the band's road manager, who later became chief executive of Apple.
Very good. Excellent.
So-
I have the answer for that question about the Abbott and Costello meet Frankenstein when
Yes,
Glenn
please.
Strange tripped up and broke his ankle. They needed another actor to put on the outfit. It was actually Lon Chaney. In the operating room scene, you can actually see that it's a little different. Lon Chaney put on the makeup and the outfit because he had actually played the Frankenstein monster. I believe it was Ghost of Frankenstein. So he filled in while Glenn Strange nursed his wound.
Okay.
But that's all I got, guys. Have a great weekend. We'll talk to you soon.
Okay, Dave.
Thanks, Dave.
All right, and that will do it for all of us today.
We do a studio vote.
Oh, go ahead,
Oh, why bother?
Yeah, I know, because I'm going to be the only one that votes for me.
Eddie,
I am a rock.
Lynn.
I'm a rock.
You are a rock.
I'm a rock.
Boo!
Okay,
Rock
so
solid.
what's the score?
Like 13-2.
No, it's 12 to. Well, with Steve's vote, it's 12 to 2.
And I figured more people would have heard this song.
Wait a minute, I didn't vote.
I gave you 13. I said 13. Your vote for my song,
She said 12-2.
but you hadn't voted, so I said 13. So I figured you were voting for her.
Well, apparently you're voting for me.
Well, you never vote for my song.
All right, never mind. You lose anyway.
Exactly.
Loser!
I still get a free lunch. It's all I get.
Loser! All right. Thank you, everybody. We'll be back.
Bye. See you at Autumn Fest.
Hopefully,
Yes.
we'll see you at Autumn Fest.
Yes.
WOON Woonsocket.
At George's Breakfast and Lunch.